guys to today's video. I just want to start off. My name is Christian. I'm from Sweden and we do some crazy stuff here at Magas Design in our workshop. But in this video, we're finally at the stage. We're gonna do a wide body kit on the G, and it's gonna be, of course, in metal. And we're gonna prepare the car for actually cutting it up, the back fenders. So what I'm gonna do now is actually take off the back bumper, the tail lights. We're gonna take out everything from the back compartment, and we're also gonna take out the back interior of the car because I don't want anything to actually burn up. Now you're gonna see me actually detach and take apart almost the whole back of the car. So hang along and come on. So guys, as you actually saw me do was actually take out all the interior from the back in the car. I just wanted to take out all the interior in case of it's taking fire. But we're actually gonna do one thing in between. We actually have a little bit of a problem. And what the problem actually is that we have so much sound components in the trunk lid and it's getting heavy, right? So what we are gonna do, we have a lot of sound components, so when the speakers and everything is in, this gets pretty heavy and these dampeners can't hold it. We're actually gonna upgrade and I actually found new dampeners, and that's gonna be an upgrade. So we actually found these. We're actually gonna change the dampeners and that's hopefully not gonna be a huge problem. So we're actually going to take out one by one and actually see if I got the length right and even check if it fits or not. And I'm actually going to explain what you can look after on your dampeners if you want to. Here you can actually see that it says 0370 newtons. So I think this is actually a 307 newton dampener. So this is the number I actually went off. That's the lowest one, actually, to find the dampener I had and just to see how the lengths were. But here we actually got 370 newtons, and now we're actually going to see if the new one fits. But the new one actually says 510 newtons. As you can see, the new one actually says it's 510 newtons. So hopefully this is going to be enough to have on each side. But what it looks like, they are quite similar. The OEM one, the right one, is actually a centimeter longer, but we're actually gonna test mount the new one and see if we have any problems. And right away we have a problem, because okay, so it actually fits quite nice and snug down here, no problem. But then we actually have the upper part, and as you can see, the hole behind the ball, I would say, is not deep enough, so I can't actually go in. You can see that this head is much smaller than the new one. I think I have the luck that these are actually threaded, so let's see if we can just change the OEM one to the new one, hope that it actually is gonna fit on the car. So let's see if we can actually adjust or move this one to that one. So it actually works. Let's see if we can take this one to the new one without damaging it. I don't want to actually damage the new shocks. So we're actually gonna take some tape. And it moves. Perfect. Well, let's see if this old one actually fits the new one. And it actually does. Perfect. Perfect, but let's see if we can actually shut the trunk, because we don't know if the thickness of the cylinder or of the rod is actually small enough to actually get the trunk shut. Perfect. Nothing is hitting. And nothing is hitting on inside. Success. This is perfect. It's actually opening by itself only with one strut. And now we're actually gonna have two. And of course, we're gonna have the speakers in, so it's gonna be heavier. And we're gonna have the ducktail also on, so I think it's actually gonna be enough, hopefully. But this is great. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And now guys, they are actually on. The struts are on, so this was actually the second one. And now let's see the results of the trunk. If it actually closes, I had the problem, as I described before, that it closed because of the weight of the audio install. And now it should actually rise at itself, and it actually does, guys. A really quick and easy mod. It opens it up, and this is a really quick tip, quick modification you can do to your trunk if you have a heavy wing, or if you do an audio install in the trunk. You actually need stronger struts to actually have it open. But for now, it's actually going over to the quarter panels, and we're actually going to begin to cut them up on the inside. I'm going to go more into details now of how we're going to wide body the back quarter panels, and of course we're going to cut them up on the inside to actually have the possibility to actually move the quarter panel as wide as we want to. And then of course we're going to add some special features to this quarter panel to make it really wide, because that's actually what we want, right? So what I actually mean with cutting the quarter panels is that we're gonna make it wide twice. We're actually gonna cut out the whole inner fender here, and that makes it possible to actually take out the whole quarter panel when we've been cutting this line all over here. We're gonna cut this, we're gonna cut inside, and then we can actually pull it. So I want it to look really thick in the back, and then we're actually gonna add a lot of centimeters to this. You're actually gonna see me now cut up the quarter panel. It's actually gonna look like a Frankenstein quarter panel, but when you see the results, as always, it's gonna be sick. So stay tuned and watch me go bananas and do some Frankenstein back fenders. First thing we actually did was cut the OEM seam on the inside. Then we actually drilled out the spot welds that are all over this place, and then I actually had to make another cut here because we're actually gonna do a new tub, so that's no problem. Moment of truth, I guess. Will the fender move? So if I pull this fender, it should actually move, and it does. Perfect. This is going out from the car. We're gonna have to cut up pieces along the way of the quarter panel. Then we're actually gonna address the next wide body element of this quarter panel. So this is a long process, but it's gonna be so epic. And if you actually have questions how the procedure goes with doing this, please comment down in the comment section below. If you actually want to see step by step, comment in the comment section below. Otherwise I don't gonna know. So I'm gonna do a lot of B-rolls for you, and I hope you enjoy the content, because this is gonna be something new and something else. Stick around, guys.
Don't
gonna put the car down on its feet, and this is my theory. We're gonna cut this out, and then we're actually gonna make the wide body extension. So we're gonna do the same process as we done up here, and now we're gonna go down and do the same here. Hopefully it's gonna look awesome, and let's begin cutting. So guys, the clock hit 4 o'clock in middle of the night, and I actually am exhausted. So that's actually for it in this video, and you have to wait till next week to actually see the progress of the wide body quarter panels that we're gonna do. And this is actually the stage right now. It's just tacked together. Now we're actually gonna proceed with the process of doing the lower part of the wide body. As I always say, guys, have a good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. Bye bye.